first of all, I understand some of the government's plans have already been leaked. What do we know?
Well, we know that the Social Democratic minister-presidents who are not from Angela Merkel's party actually seem to be pushing in her direction for once. There doesn't seem to be the split there has been in the past. And the new direction is we need to clamp down even more. As you were saying earlier, there had been a loosening of restrictions for less than a month now. People have been able to go get their haircut. They've been able to go to a hardware store. They've been able to go to school, depending on the region, and even to take make an appointment to go clothes shopping, for instance. All of that is going to be discussed and may come to an end today, and the expectation is that we will not be able to get those abilities or freedoms, if you will, until after Easter again. It will be decided according to the draft document, which has been circulated by the media here. This is sort of a typical way for the government to get the ideas out there in public circulation and to measure response. But as I was saying, in the past, there's been a patchwork of measures because this is a federal state, of course, in Germany, and the regions have been in some cases reluctant to clamp down and to impose measures. There appears to be unity now that more needs to be done, and the slight lessening of restrictions on freedoms is coming to an end quite soon.
Now, Nick, we are 1 year on from the start of this pandemic. Germany, like France, is facing that third wave. How is the public in Germany reacting to these reports that new restrictions are pretty likely?
I think there's great fatigue. I mean, here in Germany, we were used to being the sort of poster child for reacting to COVID with Angela Merkel, a chancellor who is a scientist by formation, putting science first and keeping the incidence rate low, the infection rate low. And now we're the sort of problem child. There seems to be a problem rolling out the vaccine, which was initially discovered in Germany, the BioNTech-Pfizer vaccine by a couple here in Germany. And people are only getting inoculated really quite slowly, according to different categories. 12% of the population inoculated versus 50% in the United Kingdom. Similar numbers in the United States and other countries. People are well aware of that. They're wondering when they're going to get inoculated. There has been, as before, some public demonstration in Kassel, 20,000 people from the extreme left, the extreme right, the people who are sort of COVID denialists took to the streets, not really representative of public opinion, which supports the government in restrictions, recognizes the science, but is just tired and really keen to get vaccinated. And I'd just like to point out that this is beginning to affect the fortunes of Angela Merkel's party. It's been doing very well. There were recent regional elections, and they suffered a real setback, particularly because two members of her party were seen to be profiteering from the pandemic, getting commissions on selling face masks. Very bad for the party. And I think that is also angering public opinion to a certain extent as well.